What's up, beautiful people? We're out here in Dubai right now for about a week for a client launch of mine. And as I'm sitting in this really, really nice hotel suite, I thought I would shoot a quick video with some raw thoughts on what happened for me the last couple of months and the last couple of years, and how I even got to this place in the first place. So, one thing you have to understand is that things haven't always been like this. And what I mean by that is that I grew up in a town pretty far away from Munich, about 1.5 hours away, which was the next major city. So I actually grew up in more or less like proper countryside. And throughout my life until I was 18, didn't really have anything to do with entrepreneurship and business as a whole. I didn't even know that that world even existed, right? For me, if someone drove a BMW 3 Series, they were successful. That's the kind of perspective I had on money and financial success. And now, about 4.5 years later, since that point in time, I'm 22 years old. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm running my own business, to be more precise, an agency. I also have a consulting that I'm doing. And I'm doing some really good numbers, right? Every month I'm doing multiple 5 figures in cash collected, that is. In revenue, I never really calculate that much, although I maybe should, but it's usually, I would say, in between 50K to 100K in contracted revenue. And I'm doing pretty solid, I would say, for the time frame in which I achieved it in. I've actually had multiple different businesses before this one as well that were going pretty well, but with every single one of them, they went completely south and completely downhill because I every single time had a business partner and it didn't work out. Which actually brings me to the first thought that I want to share with you guys and the first point I want to make. You do not need anyone to help you be successful. Team is important, partnerships are important, and you can only win as a team in business. Yes, but especially when you're starting out, you do not need a team and you do not need partners. And I'll tell you why. When you're first starting out, you do not know what your skills are, what your knowledge looks like, and you don't know what you're good at and what you're bad at. You have to figure that out first through relentless action taking. And that's obviously no issue at all. But the issue is that business partnerships only make sense when one person can handle one side of the business and the other person handle the other side. Not because they decide to, not because they want to, but because that's what makes sense, because the one person is good at that one thing and the other person is good at the other thing. But again, you don't know that before you actually took action and have already built something. So if you're watching this video right now, I assume that you're in a phase of your life right now where you know you want to be successful, but you're not there yet. You're not as successful as you want to be yet. You are in this weird phase where, although you know you want something different and you want more out of life, you haven't really experienced it. And the people around you probably also don't understand your vision and where you really want to take things. Let me be the one to tell you, you can achieve anything you want in your life. And that sounds cheesy. And yes, I haven't achieved anything I want in my life so far. I'm 22, I'm far from that. But I've seen some success so far financially. I've built, at this point in time, 3 different agencies, past $50,000 a month in cash collected, that is, and that is all within the time frame of like 3 years. Again, why was it 3 different ones? I've had business partners. Businesses went down, built a new one, went down, and now built a new one. That's actually my own now. And I learned from my mistakes, but that's a topic for another day. So I found like a small bit of success with the businesses that I've been running so far, okay? And one thing that I can promise you here is that no one is more surprised about this than I am. Over the last few months, and maybe the last year, it was very clear to me that I am going to be very successful in the future. I'm not there yet, by the way. We'll get there. But when I was younger, when I was like 19 years old, 18 years old, I would have never thought that I would be 22, sitting in a suite in a pretty luxurious hotel in Dubai with this view in the 29th floor, and I'm staying here for a week for a client project. I would have never guessed that I would be in this place in 3 to 4 years at that point in time. This confidence is something that grows over time, and you have to be fine with that. You're not gonna have raw and unwavering confidence in the thing you're trying to achieve from the get-go, from the beginning. It doesn't work like that, okay? And so what you need to realize is this. If you're in between the ages of, say, 18 to 25 years old, you're watching this video right now, maybe you're in school, maybe you're in uni, maybe you have a job, whatever that may be. Maybe you do something else, I don't even know. Maybe you're trying to build your agency actively, but it just hasn't been working out for you so far. In due time, that success will come. And that success will come if you just do two things. Okay? The first one is you work very hard and very diligently every single day, day in, day out. You're extremely consistent with it. Again, no one is perfect. You're not going to be able to do that from the get-go, but you have to get better at that over time as you go. And the second thing you need is just the right guidance, the right strategy and information and quality information from someone that has done what you want to achieve. And as long as you have those two things, you focus on the long-term vision, and you grow towards it every single day, there is nothing stopping you from achieving anything you want to achieve. And I'm 1000% confident in what I'm saying here. Now, I want to make something very clear here. I think that I can only really speak about how to achieve something that I've actually achieved myself. So if you're doing less than $50,000 a month in cash collected right now, I'm your guy. Okay, like I know how to get there. I've done it 3 times. I've also worked with more than 250 agency owners over the last 2 years. Tons of them getting past 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. My best client result went past $1 million a month. Okay. Now, the whole point I want to make with this video is that if you're in a situation right now where you know that you can achieve this, but you don't really realize it yet because you haven't experienced it, let me be the one to tell you that it's possible, you're on the right path, and you just have to keep going. You have to invest the necessary risk, the necessary money, the necessary time, the necessary effort, and the necessary consistency, and the necessary sacrifice for you to be able to reach that goal. But as long as you do that, you will get there. It's not rocket science, okay? I'm not Einstein. I'm not the smartest guy ever. I know a thing or two about how to do this, and I learned that from the people I paid to learn it from, plus the trials and tribulations that I went through. I learned it from experience as well. And that's really everything it takes. Relentless action taking and the right roadmap, the right guidance by your side from someone that has achieved what you want to be doing. Okay, perfect. Now, I want to address one more thing. This is the last thought that I want to share with you on this beautiful Sunday night in Dubai at like 9:20 p.m. at the time of this recording. There are tons of people out there in the marketplace who show off a certain lifestyle and show off like they have money, but they don't really. Do not trust these people. They have zero longevity in their business. They make their first $10,000 a month and then they spend it all on a Lamborghini Huracan drop top lease. They get a penthouse in Miami, which is really just a normal apartment. And then they say, I'm making all of this money by my course. Like 95% of these people are scammers. 95% of these people will go bankrupt within 3 years' time. And I can give you my word on that. Because the only person that lasts in business is a person that is honest, transparent, with pure intentions. You don't lie, you don't deceive, you just do well for your clients and market those results. Everything I'm saying, the reason I'm confident in this is because I have done it. I have actually worked with more than 250 people in the last 3.5 years. I know how to go about client acquisition. I know how to go about client retention. I'm good at delivering results with my specific service. Now, am I the best at it? No. There's always someone better than you. Okay? And I think anyone that says they are the best at this one specific thing is just straight up lying to you and they don't know what they're talking about. I want to leave you with this. If you're right now in between 18 to 25, right? You're a young man, you're still in the phase where you want success, but you're not quite there yet. And people around you doubt you. Realize that it's okay and it's normal. Take relentless action, get the right guidance, stay consistent, and keep pushing. And as long as you do that, sooner or later, you will reach your goal. And if you do good to people and you help them, you provide value and get them amazing results, and you're always fair and honest and transparent, and you don't lie and you don't deceive, you're going to outgrow all of these motherfuckers trying to deceive their way into making more money. That's it. Those were my honest thoughts for this video. I'm going to go ahead and sleep now because I'm very tired from the flight and the day and everything. And tomorrow is a big day. There's lots of projects that I need to work on that need to go well and will go well. I'll probably record one more of these sit-down videos. I actually really enjoy them. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you for watching. And if you need any help or have any questions, reach out to me on IG. It's linked right below in the description. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.